Okay, let's see how this is going to work. What time are the news? Today's earnings. Today there's Amazon. Okay, economic calendar. Initial jobless claims already out. Tomorrow, non-farm. There's SMT down here. And right there. Let's add this up here. Okay, so that's the only SMT I see. But anyways, today is February 6th of 2025. Gonna go over yesterday's price action was actually really nice. Caught a pretty nice win early in the morning, and I called it a day. Um, which is kind of my fault. I should have kept on trading. But once you have your first big win, you don't really care about anything else. And so, um, yeah, I caught the 0930 open. Um, I had this right here. No, there we go. Right here. this and this as buy side liquidity. Um, so yeah, right off the morning open, I saw this right here, this um, 15-minute breaker here, along with this 15-minute inverted fair value gap here. Um, and what I wanted to see is I wanted to see a draw into this area here, which happened during the 10 o'clock macro, but I wanted to kind of see that during the 0930 open. Um, and it didn't. Instead, what we got was we got a drawdown into this breaker here, the breaker block, um, or inverted order block here. Price held onto this 1 minute breaker here, jumped in right here, covered into these highs here. Then obviously price came back down, swept liquidity, SMT between this low and this low here, and on ES the low was actually a little higher here, SMT in between both pairs, and price came up to sweep these highs. So my initial trade, great trade. um, and then I ended up taking a couple of contracts, ended up covering one here, held on to one, covered the rest as soon as it broke this high here. uh, and I think I did have one. I did have one contract left over with a stop down here, got stopped out. So pretty good trade overall. Um, yeah, pretty good trade overall. And as soon as I had this one right here, I just shut the computer off. Actually, I shut the chart off and went about my day. Pretty nice win, very nice win. So yeah, like I probably should have continued trading, because again there was SMT here. The reason why I took this trade here, felt comfortable, because there was also SMT here between this low and this low here, and actually no, it was this low and this on the 15-minute, or I think it was maybe this one right here on the 15-minute on ES. So I had expected price to at least sweep this buy side, and it did. And it makes sense that price came back down to sweep these lows here, relative equal lows here, SMT. Pretty nice draw on liquidity. Um, Again, buy side swept, sell side swept here. Price did not sweep this low, this high here. On ES, it did. So that was SMT. And when you're looking to when you're looking to trade price long, you actually want to see buy side get swept on at least one of the pairs, and on ES it had swept up here, I think somewhere, by sweeping this high here, came back down, swept this low. So if you are looking for bullish price action, you want to see buy side get swept first, then sell side. Same thing here, buy side was swept, sell side was swept. On ES, it actually swept this low here. SMT presented itself, draw long. Um, so pretty nice win there. But anyways, uh, today I don't have a bias just yet on the 4 hour, at least. I don't. Um, my draw and liquidity are the highs, uh, but I don't think that happens today, um, just yet. Let's go back into that. Yeah, I don't think that happens today just yet. Even though we do have SMT at these lows, my draw and liquidity are these highs up here. But I'm not sure if it happens today. If it does, then great. If it doesn't, then that sucks. Uh, but yeah, let's see here. Prices respecting this gap here thus far. I am using this fork here to kind of gauge price. As you can see here, the last couple of days we've been in an uptrend, and it has followed an uptrend. And with fork, if price fails to reach the median line, it will most likely start off. It will most likely draw lower to seek sell side liquidity or the other side of the fork. If price fails to reach the lower portion of the fork, price will do the same. And so once price did this right here, failed to do that, I knew that price was gonna bounce back up, draw higher. So it's kind of it's respecting this area. One of these will give, and I do believe that since I am expecting bullish price action, I do believe the price will likely come up to reach the median line up here eventually, after it has enough time to either consolidate and then draw high, or just draw higher. But when price fails to either reach the median line or the bottom portion of the fork, one side will give, and the um, the price action will likely accelerate. Uh, but yeah, I really like that. So let's go ahead and go to the 60-minute. All right, let's see here. Well, we swept buy side liquidity. And here we swept sell side liquidity. So right now the drawn liquidity are these highs. For me, we do have SMT at the highs. We do have these relative equal highs up here. Yeah, we do have these relative equal highs. Prices failing to get above this gap here. We do have a tiny little um, breaker here. We do have price. Um, nope, it has failed to get above. So it is sort of respecting this gap here. Um, So right now I have no bias. I don't see anything just yet. I would like to see price come down a little further, maybe sweep these lows here, because we are not yet, at least on the 1 hour, we are not yet in discount. So I would like to get in somewhere down here, maybe a discount, um, to see if we can then draw higher. I don't like this. Let's get rid of this. Prices levels. Save as. Let's go with default here. Actually, yeah, let's go with default. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So yeah, I would like to see that. So once price breaks the highs up here, at least on ES, I want to see what price does afterwards. Does it continue to draw higher? If it does, then I would likely I would like to see how it trades in this previous new week opening gap. Darn. But for so far right now, I don't really have a bias. This would have been a nice play, but obviously price has already gone through and is drawing higher. Um, I do want to see how price does here. Does it close above this gap here? If it does, then that turns it into an inverse. Let's see. Or does it respect it, come back down to sweep these lows, and then we draw higher? Uh, So yeah, I don't have a bias just yet. These sweeps are just not clear to me. But if I go to the 15-minute, I'm pretty sure I'll see something. Yep, as you can see here, buy side was swept, sell side was swept, drawn liquidity are these highs, at least on the 15-minute. Here, buy side was swept, sell side was swept. It's drawing back into 50% of the range. 50% of the range is here. So I want to see, does price seek liquidity, or does it go from imbalance down back to liquidity, and then once it sweeps liquidity, does it draw higher? So right now I have no idea what it wants to do. I want to see price maybe get up here, come back down, bounce off of here, and then attack these highs up here, because we do have relative equal highs. Let's REH is okay. Actually, I don't even need to put that. Let's just put this over here. Relative equal highs. Did it sweep? Nope, it did not just yet. Okay. So yeah, right off the open, I want to see what it wants to do. Right now, I have no bias. Obviously, short-term bias. Um, my long-term bias are the highs. Bullish long-term bias. Prices respecting this. It drew into here. This to me, I just realized this too. This right here is institutional order for entry drill with price merely taps into it and then draws higher. So I would not be surprised if price just continues to draw higher in a very fast way, kind of like right here where it came up, swept these highs here, and swept this high here. So what does it do? Does it come up here? No idea really, but I'll be watching for that. Let's take a look at the 60-minute. What the hell? Stupid ants. Okay, so let's just watch. Uh, yeah, if price sweeps this high, then I think the objective is complete. So right now, I really don't have a plan. Um, so I'm just gonna wait. I don't think that I don't think nothing happens until it looks like it's about to sweep the high. Yeah. So I want to see a couple of things. After it sweeps the high, what does it do? Does it continue drawing higher, or does it reject, come back into a discount of this range, or does it come down to sweep these lows here? Because right now, NQ is at premium of this range right here. So what does it do? Does it draw higher, come back to discount of this range here, and does it continue drawing higher? If it does, then I may take a shot. But we are trading during non-farm, and it's recommended to not trade during non-farm. So we'll see. Um, so right now, I really don't have a bias. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. All right, so we just 1 second.